Look, the takeaway from this game is plain and simple for me. People are getting all over Brock Purdy, but
this was so miserable to watch for me.
Joe Burrow is back. That's the takeaway right here. 28 for 32, 283 yards, 4 touchdowns, completed 19 straight passes at one point. And when Joe Burrow is back, that makes the Bengals a top 3 contender in the AFC, no matter what. This team, what I noticed was Joe Burrow looked very comfortable again in the pocket, comfortable running. You saw him make a few big plays with his legs, finish the day 6 carries for 43 yards. First drive of the game, he avoids the Nick Bosa sack, rolls out right. I know you guys know the play I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And he finds, I believe it was T. Higgins for a first down. Even Jamar Chase.
And
they scored on that drive.
Later.
Even Jamar Chase said, I was like, damn, that's a tough mother effer. So when Joe Burrow, that swagger's back, you see him banging his head on or his helmet. It's a dangerous time to be a fan of an AFC team.
This was just so brutal watching my Steelers get rolled over by Jacksonville at home, losing Pickett, and then watching Cincy go on the road and beat a team who beat us by 30 in our home stadium.
Yep.
And Burrow,
fairly easily, too.
Yeah, they dominated them. Burrow was amazing. The offensive line was amazing against one of the better D-lines in the league, who has been struggling, I'll admit that. But the Bengals line was fantastic. Opened up holes for Mixon to run. They kept Burrow upright. I believe just 3 sacks the entire game. And it was tough for me to watch.
Hasn't Jamar Chase looked unbelievable the past few weeks?
Yeah, and the Bengals defense too. The Bengals D was awesome.
Mike Hilton had his stats. I don't have them off the top of my head, but he was just go look at the game Mike Hilton had. Like the Bengals have come back since we said they were dead at 1-3. I mean, they have looked really good.
Deep down inside, I kind of knew this entire time because last year they were 0-2. There's just so much talent. Joe Burrow is amazing. And now when their defense is forcing 3 turnovers in the last 15 minutes of the game as well, that's a wrap. You had no chance to beat them then.
Last week, we talked about complete performances and how it felt like teams in the AFC, despite there being a lot of talent, you hadn't seen a whole lot of those games. Joe Burrow certainly going to Levi Stadium and lighting up the 49ers. He had 4 incompletions. The defense had 3 turnovers. I get that some of the shine's wearing off on Brock Purdy, but it's not as though he's been a turnover machine up to this point. Like, that's still a good offense. I'm scared of this Cincinnati team. They might be the best team in the AFC after this.
This is 3 in a row now. Yeah. Won 3 games in a row.
Well, nothing said that Joe Burrow was back more to me than when the lead was cut to 24-17 with about 8 minutes left in the game. And on the road against what a lot of people say is one of the best defenses in football, they go on a 10-play, 78-yard drive, eating up a little over 5 minutes and punching in with Mixon at the end. That's what the Bengals do, and we're seeing that again. So yeah, I think that you guys are totally screwed.
No, what? Well, hold on. You said this is a week-to-week reaction.
It is. The NFL is a week-to-week reaction sport.
But you know what? When I was like, oh crap, was when he took a shot from Fred Warner and leaps right back up and looks all pumped up.
Yeah, you didn't see that.
Chase is like, that's my QB, let's go.
You didn't see that at the beginning of the season.
No, you didn't. They was kind of dead and flat, but I'm like, shoot, this is the Bengals now.
Yeah.
They're the 3 games in a row, winning record.
Isn't it crazy how it's just you flip a switch in this league? And look, if Jaren Hall comes out and throws for 400 yards next weekend, it's like, he's your quarterback. Oh, it's on.
Super Bowl's on.
Yeah. Did you have something to say there, Ziggy?
I was going to say, since we're enjoying the Bengals offense here, you know how many missed tackles they forced against the 49ers this week?
No, I didn't see that.
13. And it's not as though this 49ers defense can't tackle, right? I mean, this is one of the surer tackling defenses in the NFL. So, yeah, Bengals are back.